Hi there. I'm so excited to be outside. I had a long day at work and we ate dinner, and I thought, you know what? I probably have like a good hour until the sun actually goes down over there. Yeah, I'd say about an hour. And so I'm gonna just come out here and use whatever time I have, as I usually do. And I'm going to trim back my hellebore. I was out here the other day doing some garden cleanup. I didn't have too much time, and there were so many things I wanted to get to. One of them was trimming back the dead foliage on my hellebore that's left over from last year so that they can continue to just put energy into the new growth. So that's what I'm going to do today. Just little bits go a long way. So we'll start right here around this little kind of cast iron stand that I got on the side of the road one day for Bree. I thought it was really cute, and I kind of move it around in my garden and usually put a little planter on top of it. But anyway, below it I've got 3 hellebore that I actually planted here last year. I split them from some hellebore that I have around a pear tree down there, and I split it into 4 plants, and I've got 3 right here, and then I have 1 like over here. So they're still pretty small plants because they've been split, but we're gonna go ahead and get in there and trim back the dead foliage. So let's go. And it is beautiful. Look at that sun just bouncing off of my plants. It is coming. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful too. It's coming right down. It's about to set, but we still have some daylight out here, so I wanted to take the opportunity to get out here. You can see that somebody, probably a rabbit, I would think, took a little nibble at this. And one of you, I just read some comments on my last movie, and I think it was ALW maybe, said maybe we should rename Raccoon Alley to Nibble Alley. I thought that was funny. But this is what the deer and rabbit do every once in a while. They come in, they take a little nibble of it, and they're like, nah, no thank you, and then they keep moving. So they don't demolish them, but they do kind of just have a little bit of a bite. But anyway, we are going to give these a fighting chance and get rid of all this dead foliage. And these dead bits right here, man, I would say up until about 2 weeks ago, these were beautifully green and glossy, almost like this, but prettier. Here, I'll hold that up in the sunlight. But they were all looking like this, and then over the last, couple weeks, with all the snow that we've had, they've been starting to die back. So this is the time that I usually come in and trim all that back. And that way it will throw all of the energy into all of these new buds. And while I'm down here, I'm going to be pulling out all of this weed. So this is a hairy bittercress weed, and they usually have just like almost like a taproot. So you pull it up, and there's like usually one little like taproot in there, and then like just very few little tiny roots. And so they're really easy to pull up when the ground is got lots of moisture in it. So after it snows or after it rains or something like that, that's a great opportunity to pull these up. And you want to pull these before they go to seed, just like any other weed, because they flower and go to seed, and they will just spread all over your garden. It's quite a mess, but they are pretty easy to pull up. So while I'm here, I do see a bunch of this bittercress in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out. So this weekend at church, I don't know, every probably 3 times a year at church, we have what we call country gospel weekend, and we have like country gospel music. we bring back like all the old hymns and stuff like that. My brother, he plays the stand-up bass. I usually play acoustic guitar, and then we had a dobro, a harmonica, electric guitar. Oh, there's a dove. She probably wants to go drink some water out of my bird bath there. But anyway, electric guitar, what else did we have? Oh, a mandolin and a bandolin? I think that's what you call it. Bandolin. It's like a mixture of a mandolin and a banjo. Anyway, we sang all the old hymns, and it was so much fun. I love singing all the old hymns because it reminds me of my my nanny and pappy, which are my grandma and grandpa on my mom's side, and they were so musical, and they used to get together and everybody played an instrument, and everybody sang. They could all pick out different harmonies, and so it was just like bringing back so many memories. I might have to go get my garden bag for all these weeds. But man, I was just thinking about that right now because one of the songs that we sang was in the garden, and every time I come out in my garden I think about that song, and so I was just gonna sing it for you guys. It goes like this. I come to the garden alone, where the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear calling on my ear, son of death is closing, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I stay in the garden with him, through the night around me before me, and he bids me go to the voice of hope. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known, and the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Yeah, so that's a song that honestly every time I come out in my garden, because it starts out, I come to the garden alone. I literally think about that every time I come out here. It's just like always in my head, and I think about my nanny and pappy because they used to sing that song all the time growing up. But it was just really fun, kind of the nostalgia of singing all those old songs again. We sang Just a Closer Walk, which I usually sing on here sometimes, but what else did we sing? I'll Fly Away, Are You Washed in the Blood, The Sweet By and By. Oh, so many good ones. Because He Lives. Anyway, but I was just really enjoying myself because I got to sing with my brother and also just some really awesome people at church, and it's just fun to bring back country gospel weekend every once in a while at church and appreciate all of the old music. So alright, let's take a look at how it looks after we cleaned it up. First, before I show you, I'm going to clean up all these rocks around here and just get them back together in a nice little path. right, that looks way better. We fixed the little rock path line, and I could probably get another couple of bags of pea stone and fill this in again, but these hellebore are going to benefit quite a bit from this trimming. As you can see, I trimmed off all the dead foliage, and they're just gonna love their life now. These ones were a little bit smaller. Like I said, I had split these. These were a part of a giant plant last year, and then I came in here, split them up into 4 sections, put 3 here, and then 1 over there. So let's go cut that one up next. Pull back. And I think one of you asked me a question about, you know, the other day I was out here in the garden alone, and I was pulling back a lot of the leaf mulch that I left in here over the winter. And somebody asked, I think it was KLK, and then some numbers behind your name, I can't remember, you know, couldn't you just leave that leaf mulch in there and have it, you know, turn into regular mulch? I could totally do that, but in some of the spots where I packed it on pretty thick, it starts to like mold and just create a space where bugs can get in there, and I just don't want that a part of my garden. So you know, some of these places it doesn't really matter, I could leave it on, it's not too thick, but other places, like actually in this area here, if you pick this up, sometimes there's like some nasty mold under there, and so I usually just kind of peel it back and take it away. But yeah, okay, so hopefully that will help this one. Again, this one was a little tiny one too. It was 1 of 4 that I split. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave this here, and I'm going to pick up my trash later because I really want to go around and trim all these back, and then I'll go around and pick up all my trash. This one is pretty small, but it will put on some size. They always do. Just got to give it a little time. Have you guys ever heard the saying, first year sleep, second year creep, third year leap? And that's kind of how it happens with perennials. The first time you put it in, you're probably not going to see any growth at all. The second year, you might see it put on a little bit of growth. And then that third year, it's probably going to put on a significant amount of growth compared to the 2 previous years. So you kind of have to be patient with your perennials. Alright, so right down here, I've got 3 more plants that I actually dug up from, they were right where that big shed is there. My husband and I put that shed in this last summer, and before the shed was there, I had like a huge perennial garden, and in the spring I had to dig around in there and find all the little shoots coming up, save them all and plant them somewhere in order to put the shed there. So I ended up finding 3 hellebore, and I put them right here. So we're going to go ahead and cut back the dead foliage on those. Oh, there's a little heuchera. That's cool. While I'm out here in this bed, I am going to trim back these sedum here. So I'm going to trim those back. this tree, I started out with one hellebore, and I have kept splitting it and planting more around, so a lot of them are pretty small, but that one over there is the biggest one. I think that's the one I started with, and I think I might have brought in another kind, like a lighter, maybe pinkish kind over there. So there's a couple different kinds in here. I can't even remember what they are. I've got tags for them inside, but it's just a mixture of a bunch of splits over the years. But we're gonna come in here and take out all this dead browning green foliage, and it's gonna be beautiful. And I actually grow hellebore, I mean, not so much for its bloom. I mean, don't get me wrong, the bloom is really awesome to have this time of year, especially coming right off of winter. And, you know, the garden looks like a dead disaster. And then you've got these really neat blooms that are just tried and true coming up. You know, that is really awesome. But honestly, my favorite part about hellebore is the foliage. The foliage is just a beautiful color and structure every season really. All seasons, like winter, spring, summer, and fall. The foliage is gorgeous, and that's what I love when I pick a perennial for my garden. You know, a lot of perennials, they only flower for a few weeks out of the year, and then they're done. And you pretty much have to let their foliage die back and cut it back, and you don't have to do that with a hellebore. So that's why I love them so much, and honestly that's why I love heuchera so much, because it's the same type thing. I grow them for their foliage for the most part. They have a beautiful bloom too, but it just provides so much color all season long. So yeah, these leaves right here have been on here ever since last winter. When they flushed out with the new growth, and I've left them because they've looked gorgeous. I mean, some of them still do. Look at this one. You know, it still doesn't look that bad. It's just starting to turn brown. And the new ones that pop up will look like this all season long. This one's really small. It's gonna take quite some time for that one to grow back in. It's the only thing when you split things, it's, you know, it's free, but you also have to wait and be patient and wait for it to grow back on. This is a nice big one. Another cool thing about these hellebore is they're great cut flower. I have the longest vase life with these hellebore blooms. It is amazing. They just stay in that vase of water for weeks. Seriously. And it's just beautiful. It's like a really nice structured bloom. And honestly, I'll come out here and I'll just cut one of them. I'll just cut one. And it looks so pretty. Even just that one flower in the vase. Alright, we're almost there. Alright. Now when the sun is going down, it is starting to get a little bit more chilly out here. So I'm going to be done for the day. I will go pick up all my piles for one, but then we'll come back out here another time and clean up the leaves. Forgot about these ones. We've got two more down here. Let's get these ones trimmed up. But look at these leaves. I mean, they're pretty cool and significant in size as well. So they really do make a big statement in your garden. I mean, I don't know if you can tell how big that is, but look at that next to my face, how big that leaf is. So can you imagine just like this beautiful, like deep green glossy leaf just like hanging out in your garden all summer long? It's amazing. I love it. gonna be a good year, you guys. I'm hoping that for your gardens too. We're gonna have a good year. All right, let's clean this up. Gotta go grab my garden bag. So this fresh air, when I first get out into the fresh air, I've got really bad allergies, and I start to like cough really bad. When I was out here the other day, just for about, I don't know, 30 minutes, cleaning some things up, I was coughing up a storm when I got inside. It was crazy. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. All right, let's clean up my piles. Alright guys, every little bit helps. I know it doesn't look like much, but next time we'll get out here and clean up some more dead leaves. Yeah, see, like all these leaves, you know, this can harbor mold and, you know, unwanted insects that I don't want in here. So I will take the top layer of this off. You know, some of it has decomposed a little bit, and it's just fine. All right, we'll put my bag back, then we'll go inside and say hi to Max real quick. Oh, I just look around and I see all the possibilities that are about to happen in the coming days and weeks and months. I think Max is watching us out the window, so let's see if we can see him. He's so fluffy! Fluffy! Oh, there he is. Can you see him? You're so fluffy. Yeah. Oh, he wants to come out here. Hi, bud. Hi. I know. You're my buddy. Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming, my boy. I do have a surprise for you guys. I'll show you in just a second. I actually got the harness on Max today for the first time and brought him outside, and he loved it. He kind of hated the harness at first, and he was kind of like biting at it and jumping around, like kind of scared, you know, because he'd never been in a harness before. Oh, it's getting chilly. Oh yeah, we made it. The sun went down. Oh, there he is. Hi, bud. You're so cute. Here, let's talk to him right here. Yeah, you're so cute, my boy. You're so cute, my boy. Yeah, you're so cute. I know. I'm gonna come in there in a sec. Alright, so I got him in the harness and I brought him outside and he loved it. I'm gonna go inside, and while I do, I'll show you guys Max's first day out. Can you say hi? Can you say hi to our friends? You say hi to our friends? Yeah. Yeah. Say hi to our friends, my boy. Yeah. Say hi to our YouTube family. Oh, he's showing off or something. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed Max's first day out. Toes in the grass for the first time in his life. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you are able to get out in your garden and just enjoy the little moments of time that you do have in Michigan. Boy, we have to savor every spare second that we have because the weather is so unpredictable that you just never know what the next day is going to bring. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. This is what happens. I start coughing. Oh. We can go for a walk. Just me and my fluffer. Come on, let's go find some squirrels. Let's go find some squirrels. Come on. I know, it feels weird. Good job, buddy. Good job. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Mr. Max. Buddy.